This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Tom the Plumber, service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.
Welcome in, everybody. It is Crosstown Classic Night. Elgin High School playing host to the Larkin Royals here at Chesbrough Field House. It's going to be me, Ben Erickson, alongside Ryan Lewin for this one. And Ryan, both teams are warming up down there on the floor. Elgin, Larkin, it should be a good one tonight. All bets are off the table when you play against your crosstown rival.
Yep, one of the biggest rivalries, if not the biggest rivalry in high school basketball between the Elgin Maroons and the Larkin Royals. Both teams had this game marked on the calendar, and it's set to begin coming up soon.
A lot of history between these two teams. You take a look at the conference standings. Larkin is 7-8, and it's been a tough one for Elgin. They are just 1-14. So, well, we've got a minute. This game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. We certainly appreciate Bear Family McDonald's for being with us all season long. In fact, this is their 4th and 5th year with us. And we are excited to bring you Crosstown Classic action here. It is February 3rd, 2023, so call it 23-23. It should be Michael Jordan Day.
It is Michael Jordan Day, and it's the only day that it will be Michael Jordan Day.
So that's the way it is here from Elgin High School, Chesbrough Field House. A lot of history in this particular venue, which would have opened up in the 1972-1973 school calendar year. Larkin High School, of course, opening in 1962. And we're going to set the stage here. I think we're going to get the national anthem and take a look at some of the players down there on the floor as well. Elgin, of course, wearing the traditional cream and maroon colored jerseys. Not white, it's cream officially. And Larkin High School are going to be wearing the Road Royal blue jerseys with the red trim. Again, a pretty even season so far for Larkin. Just about 500 in conference play, 7-8 on the season. They are 13-13 overall. Elgin is 1-14, 8-20 overall. We're getting our starters here for Larkin High School. Mia Carter will start for them, as will Sinai McPherson, Athena Arianis, 25, Gabrielle Plouch, and Bailey Johnson, the 1,000-point-plus career scorer for the Larkin Royals, will also start for them. Now, the starting lineup for your Elgin Maroons. Izzy Vanello is going to come off the bench there wearing number 1. Number 2, Trinity Evans is next. Lucky number 13, Alyssa Weissep. It's going to be followed by 15, Isabella Castro. They call her Izzy. And number 30, Jocelyn Bardesi. Those are your starters for both of these teams. Again, it's Elgin and Larkin. Crosstown action coming your way. Boys varsity action following this game at approximately 7:30 p.m. So we certainly thank you for tuning in wherever you may be. And Ryan, when the Crosstown Rivals get together, you never know who could be watching all around the country, which is kind of neat. A lot of alumni all around the country.
And don't forget about scouts. So
that's right.
No matter what, you got to play to your hardest, because every game matters in high school, and it's a experience no one can forget. So you got to make the best of it.
Got it. On top of the Upstate 8 Conference for girls basketball is Glenbard South, followed by Aurora East. We always call them East Aurora. Both of those teams have 14-1 records, followed by Glenbard, who's 13-2. South Elgin, we know them, 9-6. All right, here we go.
As we're set for tip-off, Elgin coming in this game, coming off a loss from Glenbard South. As we begin play,
Royals control it. That's Mia Carter with it. Dribbles with the right. Dishes off. And finds Gabrielle Plouch. And now into the hands of Sinai McPherson. Bailey Johnson rattles around. No. Rebound and fouled is 24, Athena Arianis. Hope I'm saying her name right. She's going to go to the line for our first charity tosses of the evening. Our cameras are positioned a little bit lower than usual, so we got kind of a different look here tonight, Ryan.
Yes, we do. And Larkin doing really good. They have a 7-4 away record this season, 5th in the Upstate 8, and a home record of 3-7. So definitely have the advantage for themselves coming into this game.
This game being produced entirely by high school students from South Elgin High School. Outside of my old bones being here, it's all teenagers pushing the buttons. And the next one on the way, you see it is good, and you heard it as well. Larkin out to the 1-0 lead, and they go quickly into full court pressure here. See if Elgin can get through it. They do. Izzy Castro down, low post, another quick pass, fouled and counted. That's Trinity Evans. She's going to go to the line for the and one.
Both teams coming off one loss, so both teams are going to be hungry for the win. Both teams want this win, so they're both going to be playing aggressive, get into the line, get in them layups, and trying to shoot the three-point shot.
Can't convert the and one. Larkin comes down with the rebound, and Carter with it now in her hands. Dribbles with the right. Little hesitation there, top of the key. Dishes off far side. Little 10-footer is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for 25, Gabrielle Plouch. Nearly a over and back violation. Now skip pass far side. Izzy Vidalo, no, off the front part. Rebound controlled by Elgin, and that one is picked off by Carter. Right here in the near side before, or in front of rather, the scorer's table. So everything pretty quiet here so far. 3-2 the score. The visiting team, the Larkin Royals, wearing, of course, royal blue with the lead. Carter with it, wearing number 0. Low post, into the hands of Johnson, back to Carter for 3. Back part, no. Rebound taken down by Izzy Vidalo.
Almost a minute and a half already into this game. Both teams, 3 fouls combined in this game, and both teams are going to want to keep it clean if they want a shot to win this rivalry matchup.
Castro with a nice baseline attack. The rebound was taken down, and a foul committed on the floor, they say. So Elgin's going to be right underneath their own goal. We'll see what happens here. Into the hands of Weisup. Weisup, little 5-footer, tries the glass, no. And rebound for Athena. Sinai McPherson, there's Bailey Johnson, strong move, tried the dish pass, it gets hit and knocked out of bounds, and Larkin going to keep it on their half of the floor. Head coaches for both of these teams, Dr. Nick Bumbalis, who you see in the right part of your screen right there, and Coach Steve Knapp, who we'll see, I'm sure, throughout the evening here tonight. Not a whole lot of scoring to report here, as that pass is knocked and goes out of bounds. This gym got an entire facelift about 4 or 5 years ago from the original floor surface that they had since that 72-73 season. It was definitely time for it. And the lighting upgraded as that 3 is a little bit short. Rebound there back to Larkin off the fingertips of Carter, and now into the hands of the Maroons. Quickly down the floor, off the glass, good! Nice shot.
One key for Elgin is to look for the two tallest players on the floor, Castro and Wysip. All the points so far coming in through the paint. Let's see if they can keep that up, or let's see what they change.
That was Bardessi with the lay-in there on that last trip down. Here's Carter, strong move, Kratos with the right off the glass, and it's good. Carter with a nice take, she's got 2. Anyhow, in terms of the upgrades made in this gym, brand new floor, new lighting, new scoreboard, new bleachers, everything brand new in here, and it looks great. In fact, when we were setting up, Athletic Director Paul Pennington, we were moving some of the barriers. He said, be careful with the floor. He didn't want us to scrape the floor. 3 on the way, no. Rebound, yes. Oh, it's loose down on the floor, and here comes the Royals. That's Carter with it, dribbles between the right and the left. Hesitation dribble there. Tried to dish down low, but the passing lane is clogged up by Izzy Vidello. And Larkin's going to keep it on their half of the floor.
Elgin playing good defense. Both teams actually playing good defense coming in this one. You expected to see the physical matchup with these two teams hungry for a win, and that's what we're seeing.
Right, like I said, you can't discount, you know, you look at the records, you know, whatever, Elgin's had a tough season, but when you play in your rivals, sometimes you just come up with a little extra, and so far Elgin's done a decent job of staying with the Royals here. We've got a little bit of back and forth as that one is turned over. Bailey Johnson, no-look dish, far side. Strong move, shot blocked. And another strong effort up on the glass. She is fouled and will head to the line. That is Sine McPherson.
Both teams not shooting behind the three-point line. Both teams finding the points in the paint, being aggressive just like we expected coming in this game. It'll be, let's see what can, a lot of things can change when teams start shooting beyond the three-point arc, so let's see if that happens.
That one rattles around, you heard it. McPherson, a lefty. Got our first substitution now for Larkin. Looks like Yesenia Escobar, number 4, coming into the game. Second one on the way, nothing but the bottom of the net. It's good. Larkin now with a 3-point advantage. Escobar checking in, making sure we get our score sheets updated here.
There's the first 3-point shot we've seen tonight. No good.
It was Trinity Evans trying to save it before it went out of bounds. The official right on top of it, she did. 4:44 remaining here in the first period. First quarter. Carter to Escobar. Now try to get it inside, back to McPherson. McPherson with the left hand finds Johnson. Johnson, strong move, go around, try the reverse. No good, back to Carter. Carter, little 8-footer, back part. It won't go, and rebound. Knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Maroons.
Haven't seen so many turnovers in this game. Both teams playing a careful minute on the defensive side. That's been 2 things that both teams have been doing well. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Carter slaps it, gets it right back. Step back for the 3, no. Bailey Johnson, strong post play, puts it up with the right hand. She is fouled from behind. It looks like by Evans, and that is 2 fouls Evans has picked up here in the first quarter. And I think the Maroons are going to substitute her out as we see 25, Alexia Martinez in front of the scorers table, as Coach Bumbalis there has got to be aware of the foul situation. First one there by Bailey Johnson is good. Again, Johnson, a 1,000-point plus score for career-wise for the Larkin Royals, and with that free throw, of course, adds to that large total that she's already got. Brings it out. The next one on the way from the forehead is also good. 2 for Johnson. All of their starters now have scored for the Royals.
Most of this game has just been whistles and free throws.
Yeah, kind of a slow pace right now, choppy. 4:15 still up there on the clock in the first period, first quarter. 9-4, the visiting Larkin Royals with that lead.
Tension's high in this game. Both teams hungry for this win. Both teams are going to do whatever it takes.
Wysip tried to get it down in the corner to Izzy Castro, but it was tapped out by the Royals. There we get to see Coach Steve Knapp right there wearing the blue on his feet. Nice drive there, switch from the right to the left, off the glass. Izzy Castro in the scoring column now for the Maroons.
Larkin spreading the ball around, not letting one person without points. Trying to spread the ball, getting points at every possession.
Escobar back to McPherson. McPherson, now Carter thought about a long three. Good defense there by Vidello. McPherson with, again, strong move, offensive foul. And taking the charge there for the Maroons. Looked like number 13, Alyssa Weissep. Those charges, when you take those shots, a badge of honor. A lot of teams like to keep track of that and hand out awards for players that take those charges, Ryan.
Yeah, 3-point deficit. Logan got the 3-point lead, first quarter, 3 minutes, 40 seconds left.
McPherson has taken a seat, and coming in for her, number 10, Milena Davis, 3 on the way, no. And just like that, Milena gets the rebound for Larkin. Davis with it. Looks up, finds Klausch. To Escobar, no. Rebound, Elgin Maroons. That one is tapped out of play. It trickles out of bounds. 9-6 your score. The Royals with the lead on Crosstown night here, February 3rd, 2023, 23-23. It's Michael Jordan Day. 3 on the way, nothing. Rebound by Vidello. Vidello gets it up top to Martinez. Hand off to Izzy Castro. Izzy Castro underneath, bounce pass coming our way to Weissep. Weissep gives it up to Vidello again, and they're going to reset. Another handoff to Bardessi. Bardessi, corner pass, Castro, 3! That one will not go. And last touched by the Maroons, and the Royals are going to take over and head now left to right across your screen.
Elgin shooting cold from the 3-point line, 0 for 3 in this game, trying to still find their first one to fall.
Carter with it, gets it to Escobar, bounce pass down to Bailey. Bailey Johnson steps back, and a strong move off the glass. It's good. She's got 4 and leads her team in scoring here in the first quarter.
Even with a hand in her face, she's still able to get the points to fall. Good aggression by her.
Bardessi tried to take it herself. Johnson blocks the shot. It goes out of bounds.
Looks like we had a little bit of a stare after that block by Johnson.
All right, we've got a substitution in now for the Royals, wearing 30. Don't have her on the roster, unfortunately, so we'll have to take care of that at halftime. Jump ball, arrow says it's going to go back left to right. See some of the instruments there from the Elgin High School band. We'll be listening to them play all night. I don't know about you, but I do like those bleachers that are kind of behind the basket as the three's on the way by Carter.
Yeah, we don't see that often.
Rebound.
Just like we don't see a big Jumbotron scoreboard in gyms.
Escobar had the rebound, but it was blocked. Here's another block. Bodies all over on the floor. It's going to get tied up. Jump ball says it's going to stay on this half of the floor. Substitution now for the Maroons is going to be 0-0 Amaya Dixon. Three on the way, back part, no. Rebound, Johnson tapped around right into the hands of Weissep. Weissep trying to get it up, and she is blocked there by our new substitute, number 30 for the Royals, as Carter does the ball handling for the Royals.
The Maroons struggling to put the ball in the basket.
One is in and good for Milena Davis. I believe they just gave her a conventional 2 for that, as she was just inside the arc. Larkin now widening the gap scoring-wise.
7-point lead for Larkin.
That one goes for Izzy Castro. Izzy Castro's now got 4 for the Maroons. So just when Larkin starts to widen the scoring gap a little bit, Elgin hanging in there. Pass down low to Johnson, picks up a double team. That one's tapped away. Bodies again on the floor. Ball into the hands of Weissep. And Castro with it. Now she's down on the floor. That one's tied up. Another jump ball, and it's going to stay on the right-hand side of the floor in our perspective, and the one that you're seeing on your screen there.
Just under a minute left, 5-point lead for Larkin as they lead the Maroons 13-8. in this rivalry matchup.
Escobar checks out, Plouch checks back in. Plouch for three, front, no, rebound. Bailey Johnson in the paint, can't get it up. She is triple teamed down there low. Pass goes back out to Davis, and that one is picked off. Whoa, maybe a hip thrown there, a little bit of extracurricular, Ryan. But you said the emotions and the tensions get high when you're playing that crosstown rival.
We're seeing a little bit of swag and attitude by both of these teams as they're making their mark known, letting each other know it as well.
Bardesi checks out. Izzy Vidello is back in the game now for the Maroons. She's wearing those green shoes you see there. Johnson, three, no. Rebound by Mystery Woman 30, and now back into the hands of Mystery Woman 30. That one is stripped away. Wow, a lot of physicality down there on the floor. Gosh, and Ryan, we forgot to tell folks that this quarter is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. And through traffic, tough off the board, glass rather. Shot is no good. Castro, pesky. Carter is blocked. That by Castro. She's doing it on both ends of the floor.
That whole sequence was all Castro.
It was. Larkin's going to get one more chance here as Carter is going to inbound here on the near side, right in front of the Elgin Maroon bench. Carter off the fingertips, taken away, and a long distance three off the glass. It almost went. That was Izzy Vidello with that. I think it was Izzy as we came there. I was going between the screen we're watching and live action. So at any rate, at the end of the first quarter here, crosstown game, it is the visiting Larkin Royals. The Lady Royals 13, Lady Maroons 8.
Elgin is all smiles after that last play. Although it didn't go in, it still gives them hope.
Tell you what, let's take a look at that last shot there from half court. We'll correctly identify who shot that ball as we have the custom heating and cooling replay coming your way. Wait for the truck to rack it up. Here it comes. Oh, we just run it back. Go ahead and run it back. Keep it live and just run it back. There we go. Yeah, it was Izzy Vidello there with those green shoes. Got the Larkin High School cheerleaders here tonight as well. I think the Elgin High School cheerleaders will also be here for the boys game a little bit later on this evening. 7 o'clock start, Central Time. Thanks for being here, everybody. Ben Erickson alongside student announcer Ryan Lewin. Ryan, you've done a handful of games so far this year, and it seems like something you're really liking, isn't it?
Oh yes, this is something I love doing. It's always been a dream of mine coming into this high school. And here I am, and I hope to get better each time I do it because it's such a pleasure to be able to have this opportunity.
Well said. Fresh 8 on the clock. Elgin Maroons with it. It's tapped away. McPherson, it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Royals. The official right on top of that. So right in front of the Larkin Royal bench, we've got
Castro.
Jocelyn Bardesi was going to inbound. And you said a substitution. Amaya Dixon. 0-0 coming out of the game.
And for Elgin Maroons, we have Miss Castro coming back in this game after having an exciting first quarter.
Big skip pass down to the low block, and she picked up the feet. Nice lofty pass. It got over everybody into the hands of Trinity Evans, but they said the feet slid a little bit, and it's going to come back the other way. 13-8, Larkin with that advantage. 5-point lead it is. Boy, Ryan, the next game, boys varsity game, a couple of Hall of Famers going to call that one. Jeff Myers, probably the most recognizable voice in the city of Elgin, and one could even argue in the greater Fox Valley area as Carter launches a three. No, rebound taken down by Castro. Castro now, it's a 1-on-2, kicks it back out to the outside. Vidello for three. No, off the back part. And it is now controlled again by the Royals. Into the hands of Plouch. Plouch looks up to Carter. Carter off her fingertips. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch, though, by Elgin. Maybe that's why Carter wasn't able to handle it that time.
One thing that both teams are doing well is keeping their turnovers to a minimum.
Back to our conversation for the next game. Jeff Myers will have the play-by-play call, and then fellow Hall of Famer, IBCA Hall of Famer Jim Hinkle. Coach Hinkle, longtime basketball coach in the area. Starting off in the area at, I think, what they called Dundee High School, or then would later become Dundee Crown High School. And then coached some years at the junior college level over at Elgin Community College. Took some time off to watch his own sons play, and then finished up his career at Jacobs High School, a place that we love to go during the holidays for that nice holiday tournament. You know, Ryan, Elgin High School has got the boys, they have their own boys holiday tournament back here, so we got a 3 on the way, a little bit too much, rebound by Vidello. And we actually started doing holiday tournament coverage here at Elgin High School. We did it for a few years, and then things just didn't work out number-wise in terms of teams that were coming and the amount of labor and things that were going on. And that tournament went on hiatus only to return this past Christmas. So the Elgin High School Holiday Tournament is back, and that's something that they're trying to build up. So my dream would be to have 2 crews, one continue to cover Jacobs, and then another crew come here and cover both tournaments on 2 different channels.
Anything is possible. I would love to do that. That would be something that I think all Beacon students would love to do.
Timeouts, and that's going to give us a chance to tell you about our friends at Custom Heating and Cooling. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. And I would venture to guess that everybody's furnaces have been running double time this last week. As boy, that temperature sure took a dip today, as it is below 0 here in these parts. So if perhaps you're a family member watching from somewhere far away, say, oh, I don't know, Florida, Arizona, hope you're enjoying the weather down there. But I wouldn't enjoy the season changing if we didn't have this cold, miserable weather, would we? Nope. The sun was actually out yesterday, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah, but this morning was -4 degrees out. Nothing that I believe a lot of people like. So we definitely want some better weather over here.
All right, back we are. Live game action. 3 on the way, way up in the air. No. And the rebound taken down and now blocked and fouled from behind was Izzy Vidello. Again, all the Larkin starters are in the scoring column. Melina Davis, the lone player off the bench with a field goal for Larkin at this point. 13-8, a pretty low scoring affair here. Castro, nice quick rebound into the hands of Escobar. Escobar, kind of a give and a go. Escobar is blocked from underneath. Bounce pass back to McPherson. Pretty good dribbling ability there as Plausch puts up the rebound and is fouled. And she's going to head to the line for the first time here this evening.
We have not seen much action in this second quarter besides free throw attempts and more whistles. It's still 13-8. Larkin lead, 5:48 left in this first half. Let's see if we can get a more exciting matchup coming in this further minutes of play. First free throw's no good for Larkin, as the second one's pending.
Field house starting to fill up here a little bit. If you tuned in early for the first quarter, you probably saw, I don't know, 75% less bodies on the opposite side of the floor. That one is good for Plausch. 1 for 2 from the line she is tonight. Things here on the near side are actually filling up quite a bit, so it's always awesome to see this place when it's rocking. I don't know how many can seat. I would guess somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, 4,000 maybe. But I have been to some games here years ago in the early 90s where the place was packed as that one off the glass is good for Evans. Evans has now got 4 for the Maroons. Had been here for some postseason games or even Elgin Larkin games. Ryan, they used to have another set of bleachers that rolled out to the opposite side where we see right now where our camera guy is. There used to be another set of bleachers that would sit there, And this thing became a really nice kind of a bowl.
Just like we have
Just
over
like
here.
over there,
Wow.
yeah, on the other side of the floor. And
I should have
man,
kept
this
it.
place was rocking and rolling. You know, the other place that I used to really enjoy seeing games as Carter checks back into the game for Athena Arelanus, and I know I'm killing that name, Larkin High School is an interesting place to see a game when it's packed because the bleachers literally go floor to ceiling all the way in the back. Left-handed effort is good for McPherson. Sadai McPherson now has 4. But when you put a few thousand people in that Larkin High School gym, boy, that place, that place moves. So both of these venues are great places to see basketball games. Of course, the long history of the Elgin Maroons, the high school in and of itself, founded just a little bit after the Civil War. And you can see up in the rafters there as that effort goes up, rolls around. Johnson, strong move off the glass, and she will not be denied. It's good. Bailey Johnson has got 6, but one of the neat things tradition-wise is up in the rafters, I think it would be, what, the east side of the gym, they've got kind of a banner for every single graduating class. Yeah, right there, every single, so if you pan to the left, you've got 1924, and it just keeps going lower and lower and lower. There's 1972, that was my mom's graduating year right there, but it's kind of a neat thing. This is the only gym, I think, that I've ever really seen graduation banners like that.
Yeah, it's something we don't see often, and to have it in this venue, one of the greatest venues in this Upstate 8 Conference, Elgin High School gym. It's an amazing place, amazing history, amazing atmosphere.
18 to 10 your score as we talk about some of the history here in this building. Again, Elgin High School in this configuration would have opened up in the 1972-1973 school year, so you've got a great deal of local people from those years where if you ask, well, what school did you graduate from? Elgin. Which one? The old one or the new one? The old Elgin High School, as that lay in there, is good for Wysep. That's her first score of the evening. The old Elgin High School, Ryan, is where the U46 district building is. So
That
all
used
the
to be a
offices.
school?
That was the
Wow.
old Elgin High School. Yeah, downtown Elgin. Multiple floors. I think it's got 4 or 5 floors, maybe. That's an interesting building if you've ever been in there. They've got a really cool, an old theater that kind of reminds you of Ford's Theater, the one where Lincoln was shot down in Washington, D.C. But above the theater is a small gymnasium. As this 3 is on the way by Carter, won't go. But there's a gym above the auditorium, swatted away there by Isabella Vidalo. And a good block for Izzy. But yeah, that's an interesting building. If you ever get a chance to go through there or take a tour, it's an interesting place to be. And speaking of U46, some big news this week, right? Our superintendent, Dr. Tony Sanders, is headed to bigger things as he will assume the role of, or actually already has assumed the role of, the superintendent for not just a school district, but every school, every public school in the state of Illinois. So,
Wow.
Dr. Sanders, we wish you well. I've known him for about 14 years. And when I first came here and started teaching in the Beacon program, he was the director of communications. So he was a guy that I would deal with all the time. In fact, a guy that I bothered so much to get the radio station back, 88.9 WEPS, he was my contact. So I think I got to know him through bothering him. So, but Dr. Sanders on to a bigger role in the state of Illinois as we bring things back here to Chesbrough Field House, 18 to 12, Larkin with the lead. Still a pretty quiet first half. We've seen some physical play. We've seen bodies down on the floor, a lot of jump ball situations here as Johnson heads to the line.
Yeah, one thing we've seen here by Larkin is their ability to dominate on defenses. They have way too many blocks against this Elgin offense. They've been dominating.
Bailey now 2 for 3 from the line as that pass by Vidalo is tracked down by Castro. Castro tries the low bounce pass and it is knocked out of bounds. That bounce pass was supposed to go to Wysep, but at any rate, it goes out of play. Student section for the Elgin Maroons is opposite us. You'll see them there. They've got an Elgin Maroon flag draped over the first couple of rows there, right off half court, center court. Good ball passing now by the Royals. Shot off the glass, no. Rebound by Trinity Evans. Cross half court. Izzy Castro hands it off to Vidello. Vidello again with those green, it looks like yellow or orange shoes on. Nice strong move there. Denied though by Carter. Looking for the foul, didn't get it. And that one now off the glass. No, Johnson off her forehead. Evans rebound. Sorry, that was McPherson with the rebound. Carter now with it again. Around with the right, cradles it up off the glass. No. And Izzy Vidello with it. Gives it up as the Maroons slow things down to Bardesi. 18-12 the score here, Ryan.
Yep, Castro for the Elgin Maroons showing emotion after that last play as she's trying to get this offense back into this game as we have another foul called on the floor.
Trinity Evans was fouled. You know, we met her earlier this afternoon when the team was shooting around. We were up on a ladder. We put microphones, as you know, Ryan, but the folks at home may not know. We do put microphones up on the rim, so we get quiet here. Hopefully we'll be able to hear it. As it rolls around, I don't know if they heard it at home. I didn't hear it here, but Trinity said, "What are you guys doing?" And we said, we're putting up microphones up here for your game so we can hear when you guys make the shots. And she said, "Oh, cool." And that was it. That's the end of the story. Next one is good there for Trinity. And Trinity Evans is now 2 for 3 from the line. She had an one opportunity in the first quarter, couldn't convert, but she was flawless that trip. Brings it within 4 now for the Maroons. 3 on the way. Carter. That time I heard it hit the rim. Bailey Johnson, strong move, puts it back up. No. Slapped around and now into the hands of Castro. Castro with it, switches between the left and the right, gets it across half court. Strong move. Nice pass down low with the open player there is Alexia Martinez now in the scoring column. And Ryan, just like that, we got a 2-point game.
Yeah, just as we started off this second quarter, it looked like hope was draining for Elgin, but they just came back in it just in a heartbeat as we got a 2-point game. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in this first half. Logan takes the 3. It's up. No good.
That was Plausch with it. Carter somehow gets the rebound. She's alone. Double team down in the corner. Throws it right off of Bardesi and keeps it on that half of the floor. Arianis. There we go. Now I said her name right. And if I didn't, it's the PA man's fault. But Arianis is back in. Bailey Johnson coming out for the first time to take a rest. Shaking her head, a little bit disappointed there. The Maroons have done a pretty good job double teaming, even triple teaming Johnson. That one, nearly taken away back into the hands of the Royals. Carter right in the middle of the lane. Nice bounce pass hitting the open person. McPherson has now got 6. Lead back to 4 for the Royals. Elgin doing a pretty good job keeping it close. Again, they're 1-14 in the conference. Hard to believe, but perhaps maybe a little bit more energy, as we've referenced a couple of times, playing that crosstown rival. Jocelyn Bardesi is going to go to the line. She has not been to the line yet so far tonight, Ryan, so we'll see what she can do. 48 seconds left on the clock. Always interesting to see what momentum goes into the halftime locker room and then what adjustments are made coming out of the halftime locker room. That one is good. Now we heard it at home. There's that Trinity, there's that microphone we were talking about. As Bardesi, 3 points tonight. Chance to make it 4 and bring it within 2 if she hits this one. She does. All right, here we go, a close one. Either or any way you slice it going into the halftime locker room. Plausch with it, 41 seconds. Up top to Arianis. Back into the hands of Plausch. To McPherson. McPherson dribbles with the left. It's a nice zone pressure here applied by the Maroons. They're trying to force and challenge Larkin to take the 3, and they've taken a bunch tonight as that rebound is up and good for the Royals, and that is a new body that we've got in there. Let you know who that is here in just a second. That was Rosetta Perez for Larkin. Shot off the glass, no. Rebound taken down by the Royals and quickly into the hands, and a shot off the glass. It's going to be late by Izzy Castro, and at the half, The Larkin Royals have a 4-point lead. It is 22-18. Ryan, let's keep it here for just a moment. What were some of the things that you saw in the first half for both of these teams?
Well, one thing I noticed for both of these teams that they were struggling with is the ability to not get their shots up. Both teams shooting most of the shots coming from the paint, not getting them most of all. Most of that's because of the good defense by both teams. But even in such a big rivalry game like this, those points are important, so you got to capitalize when you have the chance. And if they did, the outcome of this halftime could be different. But let's see coming into the halftime locker room, and let's see what they can change.
Scoring for first, the home team, the Elgin Maroons. Trinity Evans leads her team with 6. Alyssa Weisup with 2. Isabel Castro with 4. Jocelyn Bardesi with 4. Alexia Martinez with 2. And now for the Larkin Royals, who have that 4-point lead. Mia Carter's got 2. Sine McPherson with 6. Athena Arianis with 1. Gabrielle Plausch with 3. Bailey Johnson leading her team, tied in scoring with McPherson, also with 6. And Melena Davis. Let's step away here for a second. Quick message from Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland.
Employees are always staying up to date with training on the latest technology, with 5-star reviews on Google, Yelp, and Facebook. A business of Elgin, from Elgin, and for Elgin. Custom Heating and Cooling, trained, reliable, trustworthy.
All right, we are back here after the halftime break. Larkin has got that 22-18 lead. Thanks for being here on the broadcast and watching wherever you might be. Don't forget, this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's. Proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today, and of course, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, you want to go to Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. You know, one of the other cool things in these crosstown games, Ryan, is some of the alumni that you see. And I saw Bree Young, the former Larkin High School girls basketball star, who was down on the floor and came over and gave Coach Knapp a quick side hug, letting him know that she's here supporting her old team, and a fresh 8 on the clock, and away we go.
Full point lead for Larkin coming into the second half. As we got a turnover, Elgin, layup is good.
Yeah, that was Izzy Vidello with that one. Now she is into the scoring column for the first time tonight. 2-point game now, as that one was quickly stolen away. So the Maroons mean business. They have hung around all night. Set shot near side, nothing but the bottom of the net there for 24, Athena Arianes. Arianes with 3. Elgin slowing things down a little bit. Far side, Castro with it. Bounce pass, Evans. Now to Bardesi. Between the leg dribble there, Bardesi shoots with the left, hits the front part of the rim. No rebound, taken down by Arianes. Plausch, far side to Carter. Plausch gets it back again. Baseline, shot, no. Rebound, Johnson, yes, and she converts. Johnson's got 8.
Up strong was McPherson. No good, but her teammates able to help her out as she gets the assist.
Skip pass, 3 on the way, way up in the air. That one almost hits the top of the backboard, but it does come back into play, and we've got a carrying violation, and it will stay on this half of the floor. Kind of a neat vantage point that we have here that we never had before at Elgin High School. They've got what you'd call a crow's nest on the side of the gym that we're on, and we're looking at the game as that one is good for Elgin. That's Weissep. Weissep's got 4. This is a vantage point that we've never had before. We used to be, Ryan, on the other side of the gym where you see the big Maroons curtains, which has all been converted to PE space. Kind of a reverse layup there. No, Carter rebound, and that one taken down by Elgin. 4-point lead still for the Royals. 2-point lead at the half it was. Vidello with it, sorry.
That's okay. We've seen Elgin throwing some wild passes, some one-hand baseball passes, and some two-hand overhand passes, finding the open person, which has been helping them find assists and points in this game.
A nice swat block down on the end there by Johnson. She tried to get it and then take it. It was quickly taken away, and now Elgin's got it on their half of the floor. Vidello eyes the 3, no, far side to Castro, and that one's good. Castro connects. She's got 7.
Castro leading leading Elgin in this game for her team. She's got 7 as she makes her first 3 of the game.
Post play, no, rebound for Elgin. Elgin with a chance to take the lead for the first time since the first seconds of the first quarter. Elgin doing a good job slowing the pace down. Bardesi with it. 3, rolls around, no, rebound, Plausch. Up the floor again now to Carter. Pass to the low post, Johnson, strong move, tried to get the foul, no. And a held ball, and it's gonna go by way of the Maroons. 1-point lead for the Royals here at Chesbrough Field House on Crosstown Classic Night. You know, we did another crosstown game a few weeks back. It was South Elgin and Bartlett. South Elgin won both of those games, and they were the home team, so maybe that trend can continue. As we've got bodies down on the floor again, you see Bailey there. Ends up down on the floor and a full timeout by Larkin. And Ryan, that gives us a chance to tell you about our good friend, Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumber.inc.com. Hey, there's some of the student section which is filling up here. Chance to see the Larkin cheerleaders, and that's us at the top of your picture there. If the camera shot that we're on right now at the top of the screen was Bree Young. She's wearing black on the far side of the bleachers. Third row. She's the first person sitting there with the black. It kind of got the might be a strap of a bag or a backpack around her shoulder, but again, Bree Young, one of the great Larkin High School girls players in recent times. Not sure where she went after she graduated. For some reason, Triton seems like a destination for her, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if she's still playing or not, but she was definitely a presence playing for the Larkin Royals a couple years back.
We have an intriguing matchup between Larkin's Johnson and the Elgin Maroons. YSIP, as we have the two tallest players on the court, mano a mano. Exciting matchup to see in this big rivalry matchup.
Carter gave it up to McPherson now. 3 on the way, front part, no. Plausch launched that one, and it's going to head back the opposite direction. As Bardesi brings it back across half court. Vidello, 3 off to the left, the touch. Rebound by Castro. Castro, no look pass near side to Vidello. Skip pass all the way over back to Castro, and now all the way back to Vidello. And as a result, that one trickles out of play there, and you can see Izzy said, that's my bad, off my fingers.
That's something that we've seen from Elgin, these wild passes. It's been working for them, and then they just got a little bit too much of it as they find one that goes out of bounds, causing a turnover for them as Larkin retains possession.
And here come the Royals again. Mia Carter with the honors, brings it across half court. Hesitation dribble there, eyes it. Finds Escobar now, strong move, low post. Arianes, no. Arianes keeps it, kicks it back out top to Carter. Carter thought about the shot, but then passed it off, knocked away, but back into her hands. Bailey Johnson, over the head pass, 3 on the way by the lefty, front part, no. And rebound off the hands of the Maroons and now back into the hands of the Royals. Bailey Johnson with the strong move. And Johnson now has got 10 in this one. Boy, just when Elgin starts to bring it right into that close striking distance, Larkin figures out a way to inch away. 3 on the way, back part, no. Rebound by McPherson. McPherson, no look pass of sorts to Carter. Carter saves it from going out of play, but it's touched out of bounds. Last by Jocelyn Bardesi. Rosita Perez is going to check in and give Johnson a chance to rest on the bench.
Johnson leading all scorers in this game. She's got 10 points as she gets to take a breath as she sits on the bench.
Getting it in. Carter thought about the 3, dribbles with the right, strong move, picks up the foul. And they say it's a foul on the floor. She's not going to draw a shooting foul, but she gets the inbound underneath her own basket. You can see Coach Knapp pacing in the foreground there on the end of his bench as he surveys the landscape. Carter trying to get it in. Long pass. It's going to be, was going to be an over and back violation, but it's taken away by Vidello. Vidello off the glass, and it's good. And now it's back to a 1-point game. Vidello has got 4. She's been pesky all night. Far side, Escobar. Escobar gets around a screen to McPherson. McPherson back to Escobar. Now far side, Carter. Carter dribbles with the left, jump pass. Escobar, 3 on the way. Back part, no! Won't go in. Rebound taken down by Perez. And controlled now by the Maroons. Trying to get through traffic and into the hands of Bardesi. Maroons bring it across half court. Bardesi far side, right in front of the student section. 3 on the way, top of the key, no. This place would have went nuts if she hit that 3 right there, as we've got a jump ball situation. It's gonna head back the other direction. Bailey Johnson's gonna check back into the game. Perez checks out. And we didn't get a chance to see who mystery girl number 30 was during halftime, but at any rate, she is back in there for the Larkin Royals. Royals with a 1-point lead. Mystery girl drains it, and they give her a 3. How about that?
Right when Elgin thinks that they're just down by a few points, they just lose as Larkin comes back with the comeback points.
Here we go with these skip passes cross court again. Rebound. Modello puts it back, the little 6-footer. Modello's got 6 points all in this quarter, and she is keeping the Maroons close.
Yeah, she had a quiet first half, not finding anything to fall. And just like that, coming back in the second half, she's already got 6.
McPherson with the strong effort. Pass is tipped out of play, intended for Escobar. And they have got Escobar listed as class of 2026, as that one is up and good for the Royals. What's your graduating class?
I'm a 2025 sophomore.
All right, so that's a freshman, Escobar. Vitello with another 3. She is on fire.
She must feel good, probably being one of the only, if not the only freshman on this varsity team.
She's got 9, 3 on the way, no. Rebound by the Royals is Escobar, just a freshman. Kicks it out, 30 here, 3 on the way. Hits another one! Now she's on fire. Wow, that's 8 points for that young lady there. And just like you said, Ryan, just when you think they're back in it, Vidello's had the hot hand, dribbles in, 8-footer, no, rebound. Taken down by the Royals, back the other way we go. 4-point advantage for the Lady Royals. Carter with it, dribbles with the left, tries to get around the corner, and she is fouled on the floor. And the Royals gonna keep it on their half of things here at Chesbrough Field House.
The second half is where we're seeing all the action after both teams having a quiet and sloppy first half. We've seen exciting plays in this second half. We've seen the 3s that we didn't see in the first. Everything we wanted to see, we're seeing.
Carter gets it to Plausch. Plausch now, mystery woman 30, almost hits another 3. But the Maroons come down with the rebound this time, trailing by 4. 20 seconds left, third quarter. Still a lot of time in this game, anything can happen. Bardesi with it. Bardesi thought briefly about the 3. Overhand pass to Vidello. Vidello has had the hot hand in this quarter, as she's got 9. 3 on the way, a little bit too much. Vidello with the rebound. Just 4 seconds left, got to get it away, and that one's going to go and be almost the over and back violation.
We have a full point lead for Larkin, as Elgin still is trying to find their first lead of the game. It's very possible. We have 8 minutes left in this game. Both teams can take advantage of it when a team is weak. So this last quarter is going to tell a lot about these two teams.
Yep, 4-point lead, as you said, and much in part to Izzy Vidello for the Maroons. She brought it close. She had 9 in that quarter. Let's see some information about our good friend, Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com.
We hear the Elgin band playing during these timeouts, doing an amazing job. We got all of the band orchestra. I'm sorry, we have just the band, but they're lighting up this gym as we have one of the greatest venues in U46 in the Upstate 8 Conference.
As we've said early on in this game, a lot of history in this. Get a chance to take ourselves right into the huddle there for the Elgin Maroons, as you see on your camera, or excuse me, your screen at home from our camera. fresh 8 on the scoreboard, and this quarter will decide it. Royals 4-point lead. Elgin had it within 1, but then the Royals quickly came back and got out to that 4-point margin that they're at now. Bardessi back to Vidello. Too much, goes out of bounds, and it gets turned over.
Every time that we're coming into a rivalry game like this, we always like to see the close games decided by the last quarter of play, and that's what we're seeing here. So we're glad that you're tuned in with us, listening to us as we have an exciting game going on.
2 on the way, hits the front part, no. Rebound by Vidello. Just gonna slow things down a touch into the hands of Castro. Castro drives with the right, back to Vidello for 2, no. And Bailey Johnson crashing in there, and she is wrapped up. Going to be a jump ball. And I think you got Coach Nick here in the foreground, I think trying to argue that maybe he saw a traveling violation as Johnson kind of fell down and then tried to get back up, but I think the officials explained their case, and at any rate, it's Larkin ball coming back this way. Plausch with it. Excuse me, that was McPherson. Bailey Johnson rebound. Elgin's done a pretty good job containing Johnson, as that one is last touched by the Royals, and will head back in the opposite direction. But Johnson has picked up a double team, and we've even seen a triple team as available defensive players will crash down on her, and they've done a pretty good job slowing her down in scoring. She's only got 10 here tonight.
Vidello for the Elgin Maroons, not only showing up in this second half, but she's also getting a lot of offensive rebounds that's helping Elgin get the points that they've gotten.
Vidello trying to dribble through the defense there as Carter will take it. Oh, misses that easier lay in there. Scrapping for it down on the floor. And that one now is picked up by Castro. Coming back the other way. Weissip was looking for it. Couldn't get it. Vidello now has it taken away from her, and a lot of contact. As it looks like maybe Izzy Castro might have caught a finger in the eye. You know how that feels. Your eye will be watering for a half hour when that happens. It looks like she's okay. Still 4-point advantage for the Larkin Royals. Ball will be inbounded right in front of the student section here at Elgin High School.
One thing for Elgin that they've been struggling with that could have been a key factor in this game is that in transition, though on breakaways, they're not scoring the buckets that they should be getting. That's leading to Larkin getting points, extending the lead.
Bailey Johnson, 8-foot attempt, no. Vidello, skip pass, Bardessi for 3. No, rebound taken down, back into the hands of Vidello. Conventional 2, won't go. And good box out effort there by the Royals, and they come up with the rebound. That's Plausch with it as it's stolen away now by Vidello. Vidello switches between the right and the left, finds an open Bardessi, now back to Vidello, and it's good. Vidello puts it off the glass.
She's got 8 points, showing up in this second half, being one of the key factors for this this Elgin Maroon team.
Get a chance there to see Izzy. I've actually got her with 11, Ryan. So there's Johnson now off the glass again. Elgin tries to get away, and they can't quite do it. As Johnson now has got 12 points. Still a 4-point lead. Bardessi going to go through almost uncontested. Can't pick up the foul, but the rebound put up by Weissip. As we see Bardessi end up down there on the floor. And good sportsmanship there by Plausch, helping her to her feet. Alyssa Weissip now is going to go to the line for the first time tonight. And these free throws are crucial for the Maroons. Anything missed here is a missed opportunity, of course, to get it closer. And you know the coach is always looking at the stat sheet there as that one finds a way to trickle through. Weissip now has got 3. Escobar, just a freshman, is going to check back into the game. As Johnson and McPherson take their spots in the low post there. Next one is good. You saw it at home. Weissip now has 4. And it's back to that 2-point gap that Elgin can't quite get past. They haven't had the lead since early in the first quarter. Escobar with it. Gives it up to Plausch. Plausch has it tapped away. Now low post, Bailey Johnson. She's just going to go off down there, as now she's got 4 points in the fourth quarter, and now the Royals are back to that 4-point lead. 3 on the way. Yes! Count it! Izzy Castro connects with another 3. She has got 10 in this one, and now it's a 1-point game. See if the Maroons can finally break through here. They go back to Johnson. Nice streaking cut to the basket is Carter, and Mia Carter has now got 4. And Elgin out to only a 3-point deficit. Izzy Vidello gets it around into the hands of Castro. Castro spins around, takes it with the left, off the glass, too strong. Rebound Johnson. Johnson now going to take it. Got a 2-on-1, bounce pass too much to Escobar, and it goes out of bounds and turned over, coming back the other way for the Maroons.
Right when Elgin seems to get a momentum-changing basket, they just Larkin returns the favor and they get points on their own. So that's one thing that Elgin's got to fix in these final 4 minutes of this game if they want to potentially win it.
Boy, you said it. Hey, this timeout sponsored by our good friend Daryl Barnes. Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com. Now, Ryan, I did just that. I contacted Daryl Barnes Photography last year to do some photos for the fast pitch softball team that I coach, and I called him back this year, and I'm told that Daryl has a brand new ordering system where he'll come to your practice, he takes individual pictures of all of your players, and then each player gets sort of a private web portal with all of their photos, and then mom and dad can pick out the pictures they like and have them printed up. So Daryl Barnes, thank you for sponsoring us again this season, and I will see you. Actually, I see Daryl Barnes this Sunday for our team photo. So if you need team photos, he's the man to call.
3-point deficit coming into this fourth quarter. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock. Larkin leads by 3. It's a one-possession game. Anything can happen. Big rivalry matchup between the Larkin Royals and the Elgin Maroons. So let's see what happens. One bucket can change it all.
Fittingly, the Elgin High School pep band playing the final countdown. And with a whistle, we are back. 4:07 left in this one. 3-point lead for the Larkin Royals. Elgin has kept it close all night. They did have a lead early in the first quarter. They have not had it since. They've chiseled it back to within 1 as Vidello there is hounded closely by Escobar. Fouled from behind, down on the floor. We'll see what the foul situation is here. I don't think we are in the bonus yet, or maybe we are. Let's see.
0, shooting foul. Izzy Vidello to the line.
Vidello's going to go to the line.
2 crucial free throws for her. Both of them can bring the Elgin Maroons into a 1-point deficit as the first one falls.
Look at that, she uses the glass. Now, one of the interesting things, shooting now on the half of the floor that she's in, she's got no background to shoot against. On the other side of the floor, you've got the bleachers, a little bit more of a background to shoot up against. I know sometimes that plays tricks on shooters. And she's getting to shoot 3 tosses here, Ryan. I don't know if they, what exactly, I don't think she was shooting a 3 when she was fouled.
I don't believe so either.
I'm not sure what's going on. Anyways, the second one goes, she calls glass on that one. We heard her. And it is a 1-point game again. Carter with it, far side, right in front of the official. Finds McPherson, shoots with the left, she's blocked. Johnson saves to Escobar, picks up a double team. Escobar gets around the corner, almost. Throws it out of bounds, last touch by the Maroons. And things are getting interesting here with 3:32 left in the game. Thanks for watching wherever you might be. Low post, Bailey Johnson with it, turn around, no. Jump ball situation there. It's going to head back the other direction. You see Coach Knapp in the foreground there as he kind of rubs the forehead a little bit. And these are the games that give coaches gray hair, I tell you.
Evans
or
checks
in some cases, no hair at all. But and I can say that because Coach Hinkle's up next, and he's always quick to notice the good hairdo, and Coach Hinkle, in fact, has none. No look pass down in the corner, 3 on the way, back part, no. Johnson with the rebound, gets it to Carter. Carter now across half court, on the gallop, switches between the right and the left. Escobar for three. No, rebound now by the Maroons to take the lead to Vidello off the glass. It's good! Elgin High School Maroons have taken the lead here. It's a 1-point advantage with 2:50 left here in the game. All bets are off when the crosstown rivals play each other. Elgin 1-14 in conference play. Larkin significantly better, but the Maroons have fought all the way back to a 1-point lead. Bardesi in the corner to Castro. Castro off the glass. No, rebound by Evans into the hands of Vidello. Vidello, quick pass to Bardesi, and the Maroons reset. Castro with it. Picks up the dribble, back to Bardesi, 2:18, clock continues to run, fourth quarter. Bardesi dribbles with the right, hands it off to Castro. Castro now hands it off to Vidello. Vidello, she can hit from three, gives it up to Castro. Elgin Maroons doing a good job chewing up the clock, and open look off the glass, it's good. Castro now has got 8 in the game, a 3-point lead for the Maroons. Strong drive off the glass, and a foul headed to the line now for the Larkin Royals, 22. Sinai McPherson. McPherson, Ryan, has got 6, and she has been flawless from the line tonight, 2 for 2. Minute 54 remain in this one. If you weren't watching it live, hopefully you're watching it on the delay here on YouTube. What a win this would be for the Elgin Maroons if they can figure out a way to hang on. Substitution now, sorry Ryan.
Yeah, you get both teams. It would be something for both teams to win on a Friday to kick off the weekend.
Next one, no, rebound controlled by McPherson though. The substitute was Melena Davis. She's back in there. Carter now low post and Johnson picks up the double team. McPherson with the left off the glass, and it's good. And that is going to get a timeout call from the Royal bench. A 1-point lead for the Lady Maroons, as the Royals now are going to try to talk things over in their half of the floor. A little bit bewildered perhaps, as again Elgin has got that 1-14 conference record, and they have got a 1-point lead. Hey, this timeout sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. Ryan, it started off slow. Wasn't a whole lot of scoring. A lot of held ball, jump ball situations as we see the Elgin band there. But man, things have got exciting here in the fourth quarter, haven't they?
They sure have. Right when hope was draining for Elgin going into the half, coach talked them over, got their team back into it, and just like that, they have a 1-point lead over Larkin. Minute 44 left in this exciting rivalry matchup. Anything is possible.
Hey, the Maroons playing their fight song right now. The words are up here on the wall, as they are in so many gyms. And the Maroons now are going to inbound to full court pressure with 1:44 left in the contest. Would be a huge victory for the Lady Maroons. Looking back years from now, they may say, yeah, you know what, our record wasn't that great, but we beat Larkin, and that's a crosstown win. Means a lot. Picks up a double team, does Bardesi. Bardesi gives it up to Castro. We've got a whistle and a timeout from the Elgin bench as Coach Nick Bumbalis, Dr. Nick Bumbalis, maybe saves them from the jump ball situation, which that arrow would have sent it back the other direction. So perhaps a wise timeout for the Maroons. Hey, for all your heating or cooling needs, and who doesn't need heat right now, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales and installation, 24-hour emergency service. You can find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. There's Trinity Evans there, wearing number 2 for the Maroons, and back over to the Royal bench we go for just a moment. boys basketball after this at 7 o'clock, and we should tell our crew in the truck that there's going to be a check presentation after this game for a fundraiser that the Lady Maroons have done in honor of, as we've got another timeout by Coach Nick as he saves the day there. Not much time coming off the clock. But there will be a check presentation for a fundraiser that the Lady Maroons did in honor of a former player's, I think, brother, who lost his battle with leukemia, we were told. And the Lady Maroons did a fundraiser to support a foundation that has been named in honor of that young man. So if we can keep it here for just a couple of minutes and at least capture that presentation for history's sake, that would be fantastic. Minute and a half remaining, just over a minute and a half, 45-44 the score. The Lady Maroons had the lead very, very early in the game, Ryan, and then they lost the lead for about 3.5 quarters of this game. The Maroons are, as we said, have clawed their way back into this one, and they have brought it to within a 1-point lead. They have a 1-point lead, we should say. And now Elgin going to try to inbound again. They get it to Vidello. Vidello gets it across half court. Nearly loses it, kicks it off far side. Elgin going to try to perhaps shave some time off the clock, pick up the foul. They do, as the freshman Escobar gets in there. Inbounding again now for the Maroons is going to be Izzy Castro. Castro's got 5 points in this quarter. She's got 9 for the night, and Castro wisely tosses it off the leg of Bailey Johnson, who is guarding her closely there.
Small play that we don't see often, just to give the Maroons some extra time to develop a play.
Kind of a playground play. I think the official is telling Johnson maybe to make sure that her hands stay in play, as Bardesi is nearly tied up, and it's a over and back violation. That could prove costly for the Maroons, as the Royals are getting it back now with just a minute 21 left. Substitution as Gabrielle Plausch, comes back in, and Milena Davis checks out.
That's something we don't like to see for Elgin, as Logan benefits off of turnovers, especially in crucial times like this.
You know, you think about a player like Escobar for Larkin. A year ago, she's playing middle school basketball. That one counts! Bailey Johnson gets it to roll, and that's going to give the Royals a 1-point lead with a chance to make it 2 if Johnson connects. Johnson is 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Another substitution. Milena Davis checks back in, but as I was saying, you think about it as Escobar, you know, this time last year, 8th grade basketball player in middle school. Now she's playing varsity basketball. Johnson from the forehead, can't do it. Rebound taken down by the Maroons. And that one is thrown away. Coach Nick looking for a whistle. He doesn't get it. Let's take a quick look at the replay of Johnson down here. Over the head pass. Look at that triple team off the glass. It rolls around and finally drops through. And that's what gave the Royals the lead. Center to the line. She could not convert the and one. Back we are, live game action. Carter's got it right now. Dribbles with the right. Somebody's looking to try to pick up a foul as that pass goes off the glass, rattles around. Shot by McPherson was no good, but the putback is. And the Royals have regained the lead by 3. Vidello with it, 39 seconds left. They nearly throw it away. Bardesi corrals it, far side. Baseline dribble, gets it to Vidello for 3, no! Rebound taken down by Elgin. Castro's got it for 3. Castro banks it, it's good! Izzy Castro. It's a tie game with 20 seconds left. Oh, Lordy. A timeout by Coach Knapp and the Royal bench, as the Maroon fans are delighted on the far side. Let's take a look at that 3 by Izzy Castro to tie this one up. There she is. Does she call glass? Of course she does. That one goes through and the place explodes. And like that, the Maroons have tied it up. There's some fans right there enjoying themselves as we hear the pep band blasting away from the far side of the gym. The field house here at Elgin High School, Chesbrough Field House. The Maroons had taken the lead just a few moments ago, only to give it back a few seconds ago. And Ryan Izzy Castro ties it up with a 3 off the glass.
That was such a sequence of events for the Maroons. After losing their lead for a small second, they come back and tied up with a 3, electrifying the whole entire gym here in Elgin. And wow. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted to see in a big rivalry matchup, a close game coming down to the final seconds. This might come down to a buzzer beater.
Yeah, let's see how this one shakes out. 17.4 seconds remaining. My guess is the Royals are going to control the ball and try to just take one shot and see if they can't win this one. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is try to get the ball down low to Bailey Johnson, see if she can pick up a foul and win this one from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
She's the tallest person out there, so Elgin should be looking for her.
Carter gets it into Johnson, back to Carter. By Bardesi. Escobar with it, just a freshman. Dribbles around the corner with the right. Gets it over to McPherson. McPherson, 5 seconds, gonna be the last shot right here. It's picked off by the Maroons. We're gonna go to overtime. There's a whistle and a foul.
Wow.
Oh, and they call it a traveling violation. And the Royals are gonna get one more crack at it with 1.1 seconds remaining.
The boos are raining down.
Yeah, they are. It looked like a foul and not a travel, but the officials is much closer than we are. So Coach Knapp calls a timeout. And he's going to try to chart something here with just 1.1 seconds remaining. That clock is going to start as soon as that ball hits flesh coming in.
If I'm Logan, I'm going to be looking off the inbound to Miss Johnson. She can get the lay-in, get the floater up. Anything is possible. And let's take another look at what we just saw.
Yeah, we're going to take a look and see, was it a travel, was it a foul? Boy.
They look clean to me.
Boy, they may have missed one down there. Again, we've got the benefit of the 4 different cameras and instant replay. The official that called the traveling violation was sort of on the opposite side of the floor. Maybe his vision was blocked there momentarily, but that may not have been a good call. And boy, Videla was on her way, man. That might have turned into a game winner. Well, let's see. If this goes to overtime, maybe we'll take another look at a different angle they're telling us at that call here. As McPherson, looking for somebody, finds Carter. Carter is going to throw away the 3. It doesn't go, but the clock winds down. Let's take a look at that other angle if we got it in the truck. This is the slow it down for us now as we come back this way. Boy,
I don't see anything. I don't see a travel. I see a foul, but I do not see a travel.
Here we go. Let's see it again. We come back. Vidello is going to catch it. Watch. Keep running it back here, guys. All right. We've got Trinity Evans. Gets it.
The foul right there.
Nah, there's no travel there.
No travel
There's
whatsoever.
no travel. The official just didn't get a good look at it. Hopefully that doesn't turn out to be something that will be a regrettable call and just kind of go not in favor of the Maroons, because you saw it at home.
If the Elgin Maroons lose this game, this is going to be one of those rare occasions where they can say they can have an asterisk by the L. They can have some proof to back it up.
Yeah, you never like to harp on the officials too much. It's a tough game. They make tons of calls during the course of a game, and unfortunately, sometimes it comes down to just a bad angle, not seeing something as clearly as we have had the benefit of seeing via replay now from at least 2 different angles. So at any rate, it's a tie game, 48-48, 4 minutes on the clock in overtime. This would be a huge moral victory for the Elgin Maroons. Again, it's been a tough season for them, 1-14 in conference play. But again, If they beat the crosstown rival Larkin Royals, that makes things feel a little bit better. Center court we are, 4 on the clock. Johnson and Weissep. Jump ball up in the air, controlled by the Royals. McPherson with it, dribbles with the left, back to the right. Kicks it over, far side, 3 on the way for Plausch. No, rebound taken down by McPherson. McPherson gonna start it over again. McPherson to Escobar, down in the corner. Carter for 3, no. Rebound by Escobar somehow. Escobar, 2, no. Rebound again by the Royals. Turnaround shot off the glass, no good, and Johnson ends up with it. Slow things down just momentarily. 2 on the way by the lefty McPherson, last touched by the Royals, and now the Maroons are going to have their first crack at it. 30 seconds came off the clock there, Ryan, in that first effort by the Royals.
The Royals obviously have the higher, the taller players. That might be a key factor if this comes down to the final seconds and inbound.
Rebounds, you said it, sir. Larkin just getting way too many looks as Trinity Evans is fouled. Not yet in the bonus.
3 timeouts for each team in this overtime.
Izzy Castro inbounds, over the head pass into the hands of Weissep. She's on the floor, gets it to Evans somehow. No traveling violation. Evans tries to get around the corner, falls down. It's taken away by Carter. Carter all alone. Up off the glass, it's good. Larkin with the lead. Mia Carter has got 6. First score in overtime. 2-point advantage now for the Royals. Bardessi with it. Hands it off to Castro. Castro back to Bardessi. Gonna hand off to Videla. No, Bardessi takes it herself, scoops it off the glass, won't go. Rebound by Weissep is good.
The putback. 6 points for Weissep. Crucial bucket for this Elgin Maroons team. It's tied up. 2 minutes 35 left in this overtime.
Carter with it. Over here near side. Almost dribbling off the knee is McPherson. Back to Escobar. Carter for 3, front part, no. Bardessi ends up with the rebound. 50-50 your score. Hate to say we told you so, but when these Crosstown Classic games take place, all bets are off the table, and this one is proven true. Castro with it. Surveys the floor, ball above the head, picks up the dribble now. Left, back to the right. Guarded by Johnson. Hands it off to Videla. Videla thought about it briefly. Johnson almost gets it stripped away, but she's called with a foul.
Johnson with the Larkin Royals letting the refs know she does not agree with that call called on her.
Same official that made that call, that traveling call on Videla, made that foul call there, so I don't want to harp on the guy too much, but this may be a matter of circumstance, and now he ticks off a 5-second violation, and it's going to get turned over. The Royals have got it with a chance to go ahead here. 50-50 tie game. Far side, Carter. Down low to Johnson. Johnson off the glass. Too easy for her. Bailey Johnson scores again, puts the Royals up by 2.
She's got 18.
Videla gets it to Bardessi. Bardessi tried to get it down low to Evans, won't go, but it's picked off by McPherson. McPherson, strong move, the left hand off the glass. It's good, they call her for an offensive foul. The crowd on their feet. Offensive foul.
McPherson furious after that call. She's got to be careful that she didn't get teed up. Same official.
Yep. All right, here we go. Escobar steals it away. She's got it. And she picks up the foul by Trinity Evans. Inbounding will be Escobar. Escobar came off the bench, and she's been playing a lot for the Royals.
Larkin 5-0. Support 2. Possession to the Maroons.
This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Tom the Plumber, service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.